All right, well, I got disconnected, so I apologize about that. Yeah, so for you that are joining us, I am Shayla DeVisser. I'm the Residential Operations Manager here at the Women's and Children's Alliance. And I'm just going to talk with you about kind of what I do here and about the services that we provide that I oversee. So I am the Residential Operations Manager, and I oversee our shelter programs, I oversee our hotlines, and I oversee our case management program as well. So a little bit about me. I started working here at the Women's and Children's Alliance back in 2009. I originally started as an intern in our core advocacy program, and also I worked at our shelters at night as a client advocate, working overnights in shelter while I was getting my graduate degree at Boise State University. So that's what I originally did when I first started here. I have my undergraduate degree at Eastern Washington University in social work, and I have my graduate degree at Boise State, a master's of social work. And then in 2010, my husband, or my fiance at the time, and I decided we would move to Alaska. And so we moved in 2010 to Alaska, and I worked in a children's home up in Alaska while my husband was a public defender. And then we decided it was time to thaw out and come back to Boise, where we really loved living here, and we really loved the community environment here. So we moved back in 2012 to live here, to live in Boise. And I just knew I needed to work back at the Women's and Children's Alliance. I strongly believe in the mission and the vision of our agency and all the work that we do here. So I was eager to get back into that work and started as the Residential Operations Manager in 2012. So I've been here since then doing this work. Let me tell you, there's never a dull moment. I thoroughly enjoy what I do here, and I thoroughly enjoy the people that I work with. So kind of a brief overview of what I do. I manage our shelters and our hotlines, and I manage our case management program. So to give a little brief overview of what that looks like, we operate two hotlines, our domestic violence hotline and our sexual assault hotline, and those are operated 24 hours a day. They are staffed by our client advocates, and they are staffed by our crisis case manager. So during business hours, our crisis case manager answers the hotlines, and then after hours and on the weekends, our client advocates answer the hotlines. And they're there to provide support, guidance, education, information, internal and external resources to those who've been impacted by domestic violence or sexual assault, or to those who know somebody who has been impacted by it as well. So it's not specifically to the person that has experienced that, but it is also to our community, to friends and family, to people who want to know more about what we do as well. So if you or somebody you know needs our services, please encourage them to call our hotline. Again, it's operated 24 hours a day, and you'll always be greeted by somebody who, a client advocate or a crisis case manager that would be able to help you. Our hotline number is for domestic violence is 208-343-7025, and our number for sexual assault hotline number is 208-345-7273. Please reach out if you need us or if somebody you know needs us. And you can also find those on our website as well, at the top of our website. So those are our hotline programs. We also have 2 shelter programs. So we have an emergency shelter called Serena's House, and a transitional shelter home. Serena's House is a 20-day program where people who experience domestic violence, sexual assault, stalking can reside for up to 120 days. It's a secure, confidential location that has private rooms and community spaces for themselves and their family. So if they are in need to come in for shelter, they can come in for shelter for the 120 days. We also have Laura's Home, which is our transitional shelter. Laura's Home provides same kind of supports. So it's also a 120-day program. Those who live at Serena's House and are in need of extra support or additional time in shelter to achieve their goals, they can move into Laura's Home for an additional 120 days to continue to work on those goals. Our shelter programs have a comprehensive wraparound program that we offer to all of our residential clients. So they can access and we provide counseling, case management, educational and support groups. We provide childcare and financial empowerment classes for all of our residential clients. So they do participate in our program while they live with us. And we support them through that process. So everybody is a support team, and we are there to support, guide, and help them through our program while they're with us. We also have a support group for our kids. So we have a nurturing parenting support group that we offer to both our residential clients, but also we have a kids group that we work with kids as well. In addition, so both of our shelter programs are staffed with 2 assistant shelter managers and 11 client advocates that provide 24-hour support, guidance, resources for our residential clients. And they also, during nights and weekends, they answer our 24-hour hotlines as well. And so those advocates and assistant shelter managers are wonderful. They are, hands-on, working day to day, hour to hour with our residential clients to provide support and guidance to them. We have, the other area that I supervise, that I am honored to supervise and I quite enjoy, is our case management program. So we have 3 case managers that work at the WCA and 1 crisis case manager. So a total, our crisis case manager, she does a lot of our crisis work. So she works answering our 24-hour domestic violence, sexual assault hotlines. During the day, she does assessments for shelter to see if those who need our services qualify for those services. She does a lot of resource building, connecting clients kind of in the moment with resources that they need. She does comprehensive safety plans with our clients as well, to ensure, while they're waiting for shelter or they're waiting for services, that they have the tools to be able to keep themselves safe and their family safe as well. So she does that. She does place our clients on our waiting lists. Fortunately, we do have waiting lists. We have a counseling waiting list. We have a case management waiting list, and we do have a waiting list for our shelter program. And when we have availability, both in our shelter and on the caseloads for case management counseling, we call those on the waiting list to come in for services. And we work daily on ensuring that we're keeping up to date on our waiting list. Protection orders, civil legal issues such as custody and divorce. So she ensures that they get the referral over there so they can get they can meet up with a court advocate as quickly as possible, so they can be supported in the legal area as well. So that's our crisis case manager. And then our case managers, we have 3 on staff who work with both community clients as well as our residential clients. Our community clients both of our clients, they get provided the same support. Our residential clients, it's a little bit more extensive because they are living with us. So there's a couple additional pieces that go into providing case management to our residential clients, which I'll go over with you in just one second. So case managers do work with our community clients. They take clients off of our waiting list and provide one-on-one case management with them to develop goals with their clients and then help them achieve those goals. And they're really individualized case plans that the client identifies where they need additional help and resources, and then they help connect them with them and access resources in order to meet those goals. And they really range from housing. Housing is a big one. It always has been, especially now where housing is getting more and more challenging to find affordable housing. So housing is a big one. Education, employment, transportation, health needs, and that could be physical health and mental health as well. Children's needs, so after school activities or school or clothing, things like that. So basic needs is a huge one as well. I think I said transportation, so transportation and legal also would be another big goal that people make with our case managers. And then they just work weekly or every other week, kind of depending on that client's need in accessing resources and then meeting those goals. So our case managers are a huge part of our residential clients' case plan or their team while they're here with us in our program. And so all of our residential clients that live with us, they start our programming and they are asked to participate in counseling, case management, 2 groups of their choice, and 2 house meetings per week. And while they're and that's what we ask all of our residential clients to participate in. And the idea behind it is to provide them both that emotional support, but also that structure in order for them to achieve their goals so they can move out in the 120 days. And so that ultimately is the timeline that we're working with clients on. But we are aware, especially in these times, that additional housing support is needed, and that's why we have Laura's Home in case somebody needs additional time to secure housing on their own. In addition to the one-on-one meetings that the case managers do, they also do support team meetings with all of our residential clients. Support team meetings are designed to touch base with our residential clients to see how they're doing in each area of their program and what additional resources that we could offer them, or different ideas that they have as well. So it just gives us an opportunity to ensure that we are meeting clients' needs and adjusting if we need to, and also talking with them about our expectations and kind of what that looks like. And so that the case managers do that, and they also run our life skills group and our nurturing parenting group for our residential clients. So those groups are held weekly, in addition to our other groups, which we have WRAP, a circle of support, and we have holistic healing and yoga that we also offer. Those 4 groups are facilitated by a licensed clinician. So a total of 6 groups, and then we also have financial empowerment that we offer both community and residential clients to work on their financials and address any financial barriers they might have in order to kind of move forward. So that's what we do. I oversee in a nutshell. I've had a lot of questions about, how are we running shelter in COVID-19 and, you know, what does that look like? And honestly, it's a group effort. It's a huge group effort from both external partners out in the community, but also internally with management and Bev, B, and Julie to ensure that not only our residential clients are safe and healthy, but also staff is safe and healthy. So we've put in several protocols, and we have a staged approach to ensure that we're opening up thoughtfully and we're opening our services kind of back up in a safe manner. So we do daily screenings with all of our residential clients and their children. And we also do a self-screening of ourselves. So we do daily, excuse me, no matter if we're working or not, we still screen ourselves and ask us those questions and kind of do a self-check in on us to see how we're doing. We remain the social distancing, so 6 feet apart. We have extra cleaning and sanitizing protocols in place that we do as staff, but also Brandy, our facilities manager, has made sure that all areas in our shelter, both in the residential area but also in the staffing area, are sanitized and clean. And then we all wear masks, and so we always have our masks on, and when we're working with people, and we ask that all residents also wear their masks while they're in shelter. And then if somebody were to be symptomatic or even have COVID-19, we have an isolation and quarantine protocol that we put into effect to ensure that we slow or stop the spread of the infection, but also ensure that the client is taken care of in a respectful and healthy manner as well. So that's kind of our protocol in a nutshell. We do a staged approach. We communicate a lot, and we just answer all questions that we can while we're kind of in uncharted territory, trying to navigate this and provide the best service to our clients as well. So I think I talked really fast, and I hope that everybody got what they wanted or needed out of what we do here in the shelter setting or the case management setting. I am, if anybody has any questions for me, I have the question thing right here. If anybody wants to throw a question out to me or is curious about something, I would be happy to answer anybody's questions about our service delivery or any questions that you might have. I don't see any questions, but I do see a lot of shout outs. I have somebody wrote, the WCA was a life-changing experience for my children and I. Thank you, Shayla, for you and your amazing team of women. So you're very welcome. Rhonda says, great job, Shayla. And oh, there's Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa. I hope you're still watching. We miss you too. Alyssa used to work with us, and she's wonderful. Hi, Jen Spencer. Hey, Melinda. Doesn't look like anybody has any questions for me. So I hope you all have a really wonderful Monday and the rest of your week. And yeah, if you need anything again, or if you have questions or you want more information, please call our 24-hour hotline, 208-343-7025. Thanks. Bye, guys.